I've just been handed the keys to the first fully electric four-wheel drive in Australia. Mate, you excited?
Oh, I can't wait to drive. So wait, there is no motor in this thing?
It's not a hybrid, guys. This is a fully electric Ford F150 Lightning. The team at Oz EV have handed me the keys, and in true Explore Life style, we're gonna get out there and test it.
Have a look at the keys?
No chance, let's go.
Well, there we go, now we're sinking.
Thing or?
That is the debate. Are you a fan or are you a hater?
Oh, so we weren't even in sports mode?
Oh, holy! We were at 511 kilometres of range. We finished up the day.
Hey? I don't know what's happened here.
We are on. This is actually crazy. This is the first fully electric car in Australia.
It just seems like a normal
Looks like a normal car.
Space.
You don't expect to have a big F150 as an electric car. Now, this is actually the first right-hand drive, four-wheel drive electric car in the whole world.
Only one.
We're the first country to do it. So, I guess we push the start button.
Built tough, Ford.
How do you know if it's on?
It says ready. All right, I guess we're out of here.
Let's go.
On the road. I feel like I'm driving a car for the first time. I don't know why I'm so nervous. Well, because it's the first one.
That's making me nervous.
All right.
Oh, God. Oh. Jeez, that picks up quick, doesn't it?
As you can tell, we know very little about this yet. We've had an epic opportunity to be able to come down, invited down by the team at Oz EV to do some testing. Truth. It's like... Oh, holy This thing takes off. The traction is crazy. One thing I didn't take into consideration then is because it's all four wheels have got your drive in it, you got to hang on to the wheel. It's not like you're getting traction in the rear and the front steering. This thing absolutely takes off. This is a whole new driving experience.
Oh, your foot's not even on the brake.
No, don't need to brake. So I think it has regenerative braking. So as you release the accelerator, it's braking, which actually charges your batteries.
That's smart.
Smarter than us.
That's
one thing I'm not going to ever get used to is that acceleration.
Almost tie spin then.
Holy Batman. Oh, geez, it stops. You do not touch the brake.
Yeah, no, you don't need to touch the brakes.
You do not have to touch the brake.
Oh.
At all. What are you doing? We haven't even gone anywhere yet. We said we were going to test it in Explore style, no mucking around navs. I'm just going to take this car like I would any other four-wheel drive that I first get. We're going straight on the beach, guys. No mucking around. I don't even know if Oz EV know what we're doing with this car. But they said, can you test it? I don't know if they meant road testing, but we don't do much road testing. So we're going straight to the beach, guys. I think the biggest question on everyone's mind is, can you use this as a daily four-wheel drive? Can you take it away on weekends? And that's kind of what we're going to work out. So we've got the 511 kilometre range. We've just left Brizzy. We're going to punch up to Bribie Island, straight on the beach, just like you would for a normal weekend. And we're going to do the most Aussie thing we can think of in a electric car, and that's have a snag on the back of the tailgate. We've also just put something up on Instagram, so we're going to answer all of your guys' questions and thoughts and queries that you might have on the new fully electric Lightning. Some of you guys didn't even believe that we've got one of these. They thought we were joking and thought it was an F150. That is a really, really cool feature about this car is when you see this drive past you on the road,
you probably wouldn't know. I wouldn't have a damn clue.
Yeah,
no.
It looks like an F150. It feels like an F150. I've driven a couple of Teslas. The build quality in the Teslas, they feel a little bit light, a little bit cheap. This feels like a proper F150 Ford. It's actually incredibly nice to drive, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously most of my things are lifted, big wheels, noisy. It is eerily quiet in here.
It's very quiet. You notice that straight up, don't you?
Strangely peaceful. If you're wondering just how quick this is, I'm going to give you the stats at the end on the 0 to 100s and bits and pieces. But here's a little bit of footage of the boys at Oz EV testing this thing. Strap yourselves in. typical Explore lifestyle, we haven't checked the tides, so you want to check the tides?
Tides, 11.
11?
Is that a problem?
It's 10:45. Well, if we get bogged and the tide comes up, we're pretty well stuffed. I didn't bring max tracks, I didn't bring any recovery gear.
Nothing.
Well, I thought it's electric. I don't know what that means, but I did get a set of max tracks out last night, and I did leave them at the front roller door.
Imagine having to get someone else to pull us out.
Nah, we'll be right. Think about it. Bulk torque, down low, 4-wheel traction, low tyres. That's the perfect recipe for not getting bogged.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe.
Sure.
All right. Nav can't help himself, so we're in features. Now, one thing that is probably the most significant difference from driving this car to your normal petrol cars is the rejuvenating braking. As soon as you lift from that accelerator, you slow down all the way to a complete stop, which allows the batteries to recharge. Now, we found the one pedal drive button. Oh, wow. Okay, sick. Yeah. So now, when I take my foot off the accelerator, nothing happens. We keep going forward just like a normal car. I can brake. Okay, now it feels like you're driving a normal car. As soon as we flick the one pedal drive back on, foot comes off, starts braking. Right, feels like an electric car again.
It is perfect for, you got the good thing, because that's perfect for traffic, because you
slows down.
Yeah, you slow down, which means you're not wearing on your brakes, which with a heavy vehicle, what's this, 2.8 ton, you're going to wear through your brakes through traffic, so this saves that.
Imagine towing too, and then just slow you right down when you're towing, and you get longer range out of your vehicle with less braking. It's a bit of a no-brainer. I've been driving this car for 30 minutes, and I'm already used to it. I weirdly think I prefer it, because it's just one pedal. Yeah. You don't have to lift, brake, back and forwards. As you want to slow down, you just slowly ease off the accelerator at a nice rate. The pedal feel is incredible. The braking is not too aggressive once you get used to it. So there's a couple of different modes on here, which we'll have a play around with on the beach. Oh, it's got sports mode. Oh, so we weren't even in sports mode? Holy shit.
That's way better. That's way better.
That was almost 4 wheels spinning. Okay, we found sports mode. Yeah, baby. Good.
All right, so we've just rocked up, guys. We're about to jump out, air down, and we're on the soft sand straight away. So we're at 89% battery. We've been driving.
That'd be because of your sports mode, don't we? Found sports mode.
Yeah, I got a little bit carried away in sports mode. So we've done 56 Ks, which is 57 Ks, which is basically what it's saying. So we've probably used about 10 kilometers more than what it said at the start.
Not too bad.
We've been driving for an hour. Let's jump out, air down, turn that thing off. It is kind of difficult to see if it's on or off. That's something you're gonna have to get used to. But have a look at this thing, in the black. This thing looks that good. All we've got is a set of wheels, tires, black, done. It looks good. The grille is interesting, but if you didn't know what you were looking for, there is no chance that you would think this is an electric vehicle. And I kind of like that. Right, I like that this just looks like...
It looks like a normal car.
I don't know why. It seems to look better than the F150s that they had
it's tidy,
in the shop. All right, let's air down. And by we, I mean...
Did you bring anything to air down with?
Yeah, I did. I brought an Indiflate.
I'm surprised you brought something.
Yeah. All right, let's rip in. It's gonna be soft. I don't really want to get bogged.
No, you've got nothing to get up there.
The boys have got carried away and put 35-inch tyres on it. No wonder the car looks so good. We fit 35s on, they look perfect. So that will chew your range up a little bit, having the bigger tyres on as well. So we've only gone down to 25 pound, just starting to bellow now. Could easily drop them down to 20. Probably should be, but I kind of want to see how it goes with a little bit more pressure in the tyres. I don't want it to be super easy. No. We can always let more out. We can't put any back in. We don't have a compressor. We're just about to pull onto the beach, so while I'm still in park, driving modes, information, off-road, for off-road on sand, gravel, mud, rutted surfaces or uneven terrain, some driver assistance features are disabled. This mode is not intended for on-road driving. All right, well, we are going to do some off-roading. So we're back to a normal car driving in the off-road mode, and the locking differential is on. Locks the rear axle, so both wheels are spinning at the same speed, providing more traction off-road. Factory e-locker, I'm guessing.
Sure.
Everything else is electric. All right, we are about to pull down onto Bribey. Suspension, I'll give you a look underneath later. Full independent suspension front and rear, which is pretty wild. This is a rough track.
It is rough.
The Bribey track is always rough.
It's nice.
Anyone's done the Bribey inland track, it's soft, it's rough, it's bumpy. So it's a really good test. And so far, no dramas at all. I think it's...
You're not bouncing out of your seat anyway.
It's a different experience because you don't feel like it's
no revs,
bogging down or you got to rev it. That's
strange, isn't it?
There's going to be a lot of people love this truck, and there's going to be a lot of people that hate this truck.
There's going to be some controversy, isn't there?
Let us know in the comments right now before you've seen anything else. Are you a fan or are you a hater? I'll let you know at the end of this episode whether I'm a fan or not.
Has Australia really stepped into that whole electrical thing? Or
that is the debate.
It still is a bit of a...
They're trying hard, but we're such a big country with spread out towns, especially that WA coastline.
Yeah.
Hope you're enjoying the app, guys. I just want to give you a friendly reminder. There's only 2 days left before our very first giveaway over on the Explore Dream. The first prize is the double off-road jet ski trailer, 2 brand new Sea-Doos. But you jumped over on Instagram and voted that you want to win my toy hauler because apparently you just want a Thundercat as well. So we are giving you the option. Whoever wins gets the brand newie, or you get to take my toy hauler. I might cry, but you guys wanted the option, so you get the option. Now look, not only is there epic giveaways every single month when you sign up, there's also discounts that you would not believe, guys, making it more affordable for you to get out there and live the Explore life. Discounts on awnings, rooftop tents, washing your car, cleaning your car, fitting tyres to your car, seat covers, the list goes on and on. There's also exclusive merch that you can't get anywhere else, and I'm planning some pretty cool meetups for all the Explore Dream members. So if you want to get involved, guys, there will be a link in the description. Jump over there after the episode. You can go in the draw for this month's prize. But if you don't want to sign up every single month, guys, we're still giving back to anyone who's supporting us. So if you're buying anything from the online store, plug us, 20 bucks, short shirt, hat, whatever it might be, guys, every item is an entry. So you can jump over, grab something. Don't forget, 2 days to go. Anyway, really appreciate all the support so far, guys. You're the legends. We got some really, really wild prizes coming. Hopefully, we're doing our best. Sneak peek. But anyway, back to the episode.
Here we go. That was a little warm up. Now straight down onto the beach. Oh, it's an absolute glass out.
Oh, good fishing. I should have bought the boat.
Oh, it's high, but there's still a good amount of beach. What a glass out. What a day. What are we doing in the car? We should be in a boat. Bro, this thing just cruises in the sand. Oh. You're kidding. I want to get in the soft sand. I don't understand. I don't think we can get this thing bogged. This is the softest sand you get. I'm going to come to a complete dead stop. I'm going to slam the brakes on. There we go.
You hear it on the rubber on the sand. That's all you hear. That's what?
That's crazy.
We need something.
Slam it. Oh, there we go. Now we're sinking. I don't know. I'm not even full throttle.
Let's go.
This thing's sick. We'll sneak through the running water. And
and
no dramas at all.
Too easy.
It's about 3 inches deep.
Too easy.
Apparently, there's a 610mm wading depth on these, but when it's not your car and it is the first electric car in Australia, there's some things I want to test. But
we broke the first electric car in Australia, four-wheel drive car in Australia.
First electric four-wheel drive car on a tow truck. Alright, we've come up to another creek crossing.
This is the one where Matty got stuck on that glass.
Oh, it is.
That's right, this is the one.
Cut to me completely bogged in the 76. Whoops.
That was my first trip with you.
That was Nav's first ever trip, and we're back. We're here to test the vehicle. We're not here to do U-turns.
I'll get ready to get out the window.
Here we go. Are you as scared as I am for some weird reason?
Did it just go into whatever?
I don't know what it did.
The
We made it! Yes. We don't have line up on the dash, so...
Although the surround camera came on the screen.
Yeah, that's because the water come up over the sensors at the front. So it's like, there's something in front of you. Yes, there is. It's water. Found a button. No, don't touch. Woo! This is what I've been doing.
Where's the motor?
That's where the motor is for us.
Wait, this is a boot.
How good is that? Huh. So I've been actually dying to open this up and see it. We've left it to this very moment. There's no motor. It's just storage. So you pick up 400 litres of storage on the front. So not only do you have all the tub, but you straight away have all this out of the weather, dustproof, waterproof box where you can store that much luggage. That is a massive tick.
That's awesome, isn't it?
The cross is this thing's not filled with a big V8 engine, but this is pretty cool. Oh.
That's crazy. That's so strange to not have anything in the front of a car.
That's
Isn't
so
like
weird.
the olden day cars that have them in on a big Ferrari.
I feel like I'm sitting in like in the tray. So as you're saying, push of a button to close as well. Very distinct grille up the front here. No idea if they do a bull bar for these. I'm guessing they do. That's something you're going to want in Australia, even though you're probably not on those long outback roads. Straight away from factory, guys, they fit 35-inch tyres. So these are 295 70/18, like we were saying earlier. Independent front suspension. This is all factory Ford. We haven't played with any of this whatsoever. The little 150 badge is where your charging gets done. Push of a button, plug her in. Running down the side, guys, you got some factory steps there. You can opt for electric steps on these as well. Key panel is bloody cool. That's a Ford feature that's on most of the Ford F trucks, and I tell you what, I actually really rate that. You can leave your keys in the car, go for a surf, lock it, come back, undo. That's a cool feature. That should be on more cars. So to give you guys an idea, these vehicles are predominantly going to be used in the commercial sector, which obviously gets you the green rating that you're after when you're a business and you're a company on mine sites. The likes of the Lightning will be out on a mine site. The boys can drive around the mines all day, come back, plug it in at night to their DC chargers. You're talking from 10 to 80%. It's about 40 minutes to charge this on the big DC chargers. If you were to plug this in at home, into your house, I think it's more like 16 to 18 hours just with your standard wall plug. Now, anyone who's got the Teslas will know you really want your own electric charging point there, which means you can charge them a lot quicker. So for anyone, you know, this has the extended range pack on it. So for anyone who's doing that daily round town driving, the average bloke around town drives apparently 58 kilometers a day. This has a 500k range. So we're slowly getting into who this vehicle is going to suit. If you're going to want to build out the ultimate tourer and do a lap around Australia, let's be honest, this vehicle is not for you. If you're going to want to use it as a daily, or perhaps you're already a Tesla driver and you're looking for more space and you want a bigger vehicle, more room in the back seat for the kids, you can take whatever you want away on a weekend, and this actually has an incredible tow capacity. This one comes with 3.5 ton tow out of the box. they have a tow package, which is a slightly different model. I think they're going to come in at the same price. 4.5 ton tow. Now, a couple of the questions that are rolling through, we'll answer most of them at the end, is if you were to tow on this, is the battery usage going to last as long? The answer is no. Obviously, the more weight you've got on the back, the heavier you make your car, the more battery power you're going to need. Just like your fuel consumption in the car, the heavier thing you tow and the harder you drive it, the more your fuel consumption, the more your battery consumption on this. So they do have a couple of pretty cool options. Now, let us know in the comments if you want to see a tow test. I have teed up a brand new Mastercraft boat. So you're talking 3.5 ton. And I was going to see if it will do a day trip or an overnighter, a weekend camping trip from my joint out to Mugra Dam, towing, and see how it goes real world towing. But as we come around the back, push of a button, I believe, electric tailgate, of course everything's electric, but you get a massive, massive bed on the back of these guys. So once again, if you're looking to drive around town, but you want to run to Bunnings on the weekend, you want to throw a couple of boogie boards in and run down to the beach with the kids, then this car might be for you. I really do think the more and more we use it, and so far, given the amount of battery power I've used, that this actually might suit a lot of people that probably live in the bigger cities, don't do too many kilometers during the day, and then want to get away for a weekend. So far, so good. And then I think, push of a button and up she goes. And while we're cruising around, this is pretty cool. It is a fully independent rear suspension. Your coilover's in the rear here. Now, one thing that is super impressive about this is there is a bash plate running from the very front of the car all the way through to the back, protecting all your, obviously, your electrical components. I'm guessing there's some battery cells sitting in the middle of the vehicle down low. It does have a wading depth, so they're obviously a sealed battery unit. We're gonna go and pull up, find a little shady campsite. Believe it or not, we've actually got a pearl of the day up here at Bribey, and the sun is blaring, so we're gonna find a nice little campsite. We're gonna pull up just like you would on a normal weekend. We're gonna cook up some snags, maybe have a cold beer, don't tell anyone, and I'll give you a look through the inside. We'll give you a walk around. All right, we can't help ourselves. We thought we'd do a quick little 0 to 60 test on the beach. You call it down. Okay. We'll see how long it takes to get 0 to 60. Can you see the speed up?
See it, ready? Right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Plenty of wheel spin. Done.
Done. Ooh, 330, that can't be right.
Yeah, 3 seconds 30.
Really?
Yeah, it's not quick. To 100. Apparently, the speed is 4.2 seconds from 0 to 100. And we just did on the beach 3.3, and Nav's thumb is as accurate as anything. I'm telling you. All right, guys, we've pulled up for lunch. Navsy's just going to chop a couple of onions and get the old snag on the barbie going. Well, I'll give you a quick little walk through the interior. So, straight off the bat, you can see it's very similar to your Fords, a lot of the American trucks. I'm absolutely loving the massive screen in it. My Ram runs up down. I think I prefer this one. It's a little bit more user-friendly than the long vertical screen. Something that's pretty cool, function here. I haven't done this yet, but I've been dying to push that button. Drops the gear stick down so it's nice and flat. And you're probably thinking, big whoop, thanks for letting me know that, Matt. But if you open this up, you've got a nice big table, which, you know, if you're pulling up for a little lunch stop or something like that, cool feature, slightly useless, let's be honest. And then we open up, there must be 2 latches. I know the top's that. This one here, you've got a nice big coin tray, and you've got a massive, massive deep center console. Charging outlets down the bottom there, guys. You've got a couple of charging outlets. I've just got my GME little handheld here, but you've got USB-C and USB tucked in there, which is nice. 2 cup holders. Happy days. Let's start her up. Foot on the brake. Push the start button. We start her up. Wait for that big roar. You heard that. So here you can see, nice clean display. Speed. You've got your range easily accessible there. You've got 100, and we're probably, I actually don't like that. I wish it gave you a percentage on your battery, but you do have a
a gauge telling you where you're at. Tells you your range nice and clear, so I guess that's more important than your percentage. We've got 360 Ks to go. So far we've done 85 kilometers, so we are starting to chew it. We definitely notice it on the beach. We're using a lot more of our battery power than we were on the road. Also, to take into consideration, I've been having a lot of fun, which is what you do when you come on the beach, and it's what you do if you bought an electric car. So I wanted a real world opinion. I've been trying to get it bogged in some soft sand. This thing just digs in and crawls its way out. It would be extremely hard to bog. It does have enough acceleration to blow your socks off. And then when you just want to cruise, it's really a very nice driving experience. The only thing that's lacking is if you're a bit of a rev head and you don't have that massive engine noise or exhaust note that we've come to absolutely love and froth. So other than that, other than not having that engine noise, this thing is going to blow every other vehicle out of the water. The Rebel is extremely thirsty, especially on the beach, especially the way I drive it. So it'd be interesting to see. I get about 500 kilometer range out of my Rebel. It would be very interesting to see side by side how these two go. So let us know in the comments if we should do a test, electric versus petrol. Let us know in the comments if we should get that done. I reckon that would be another really good real world test. Other than that, guys, really nice comfy armrests, all your standard stuff. Nice sound system in it. A couple of cup holders here, and then let's jump in the back seat and have a quick look. This is obviously, dust me feet off here. This is obviously a huge advantage with all of the American trucks, F150s, Rams, whatever it might be. The seating back here is easily big enough for 3 full-grown blokes. Air conditioning in the back. We've got your cigarette plug there, USB, USB-C, and a blank, looks like for one more. Plenty of storage. And then, guys, if I just lift this up, you've got a nice little storage pocket here. Massive amount of room. Let's lift this up. Look how much space. I'll give you an idea without putting too much sand in the car. Sorry, Oz EV, I probably wouldn't have lent me one of these. Look how much space is in the back seat of these cars. So you can absolutely load this up with gear. Another nice big pocket here. Nice rubber mat, so for all the sand and bits and pieces, you can pull it out. But she's a back seat, guys. What do you want me to tell you? Plenty of room, nice and comfy. Let's see if Nav's got those sausages cooked yet, eh? Oh, it doesn't get any better than this. Couple of snags. Good job, mate. I knew you were good for something. You want one? I'll let you have one.
Yes, please.
A little bit of onion. Jeez, we've gone fancy. Nothing better than pulling up to probably what's been the best day of the year we've had so far. Glass out, blue skies, a couple of snags on a Ford Lightning. Not a bad day.
See you later.
Cheers, big ears. All right, guys, so I just pulled up. We're going to rip into some of the important questions, some of the information you guys want to know. Then from here, we're going to go and give you the final range when we get close back to the HQ there, and show you guys how easy it is to charge up and tell you roughly how long it'll take to charge from that charging point. So let's kick it off. Range, Navsy. Yeah, upside down, Miss Jane.
The range?
Yep.
Range is 515 kilometers.
So guys, this one does have the, it's a dual motor extended range battery. So I think some of the other ones are a little bit less, but this one does give you 515 kilometers. Now, I would imagine that is predominantly highway driving, cruising along, not too bad. When you take it on the beach and you carry on like us peanuts, it definitely does withdraw a lot more power. If you're towing, it's going to use a lot more power. Do you have to pack your own charger and generator while touring? Something to point out here, guys, and this was the concept behind Oz EV wanting us to get out here and do some testing, is they don't really know the exact capabilities when it comes to towing and on the sand. So once again, let us know in the comments below if you want us to go and do a tow torture test, this versus a petrol. We'll take them out, we'll put something that's at least 3 ton on the back, and we'll take it away for the weekend, do a little overnight camping trip and give you guys some feedback. I think after us using it today, a smile on my face just about all day.
That was brilliant all day, so good.
So I think this vehicle's definitely not for everyone. It's obviously suited to a specific type of person, probably who does a lot of round town driving and little weekend trips away.
But we were here just to have fun, so that also helps.
We're throwing around another idea, guys, because one of the biggest questions that's come up, and we've been tossing this around all day, is can you tour in it? How do you drive from one side of the country to the other?
We should definitely give that a whirl.
So, let us know in the comments once again. We are thinking about grabbing one of these, factory bog stock, not the 35s, and seeing if we can take it from one side of Australia to the other. Will we make it? If that's a video you want to see, guys, let us know. I think it's going to be a mission. How heavy is it, Navsy?
Tare weight is 2,885 kilograms.
So about that 2.8 tonne mark. Now, obviously, the lithium batteries are quite heavy. Did it worry us at all on the beach? Not in the slightest.
No,
I can tell you, we probably tried to get this bogged.
Yeah, I thought it was light. I thought it acted like it was really light, didn't it?
Yeah. It sort of glides over the top of the sand. We only had 25 pound in the tyres. If you were to drop this down to 15, you know, when you're in strife, like, I don't think you could get this bogged. The amount of torque incorporated with that rear locking differential is absolutely insane. The GVM on this one, Navs?
GVM is 3.8 tonne.
3.8 tonne. So you've got more than a 79 series cruiser out of the box with this one, and your GCM, so if you want to tow as well,
is 6.7 tonne.
6.7 tonne. So you've got bucket loads, guys. This one is good for 3.5 tonne tow. There is another model that we spoke about earlier that'll go to your 4.5 tonne tow out of the box. Does it go hard, mate? And would you set one up like your single cab Ram? Mate, this thing goes like a bull at a gate. You cannot experience it unless you drive it for yourself. It's like being in a Tesla, but you're 2.8 tonne on the beach and the thing pulls like a steam train. Would I ever set one of these up like my single cab to tour around Australia? Not a chance. They're not there. They're not even close to being there yet. They don't have the range for the distances we've got to travel in Australia to be touring, to be out at those remote destinations.
Just spread out, yeah.
Until they work out a system where you can put enough solar in. But when you start working out the mathematics on, you think about solar going into a 12-volt system in your four-wheel drive, and then you look at how much power these things actually have, it's chalk and cheese. The solar panel's barely going to dent it. Can you use solar to charge the battery? I believe you can, but I think the vehicle has to be stopped. So you can set it up at camp and plug it in. Like I said, I don't think it's going to make a massive dent. Price, guys, that's one of the big questions we've been asked here a lot. They're literally just gone live now. The time this video goes out, these things are now officially live for you to buy. You're talking maybe 100 that are going to be available and not sent off into the commercial sector. So if you're interested in one of these, there's a link below where you can get in touch with the Oz EV team and get in quick. There's a couple of different variations, so for all pricing, guys, go to them. I don't want to get it wrong. Jump over there, give them a call, hit them up. Matty, have you lost your mind?
Guys, says yes.
It does. Oh, I knew it. Look, at the end of the day, guys, we like to bring you all different variations of vehicles on this channel, from Nav's little LN106 through to the big touring trucks, you know, playing around with this new electric stuff. I'd love to be one of the first to actually test them off-road and really see what they can do. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You don't have to drive it. Am I going to go out and buy one? As a daily, after today, I would consider it. I didn't think it was even on my radar, but it's a bloody nice daily for cruising around town. If you're someone who does massive kilometres, it's definitely not the car for you. Is it quiet inside the cab?
Silent. We were driving along the beach, you could hear the waves crashing, the seagulls squawking, and there's dead silent, eh? It's beautiful.
Crazy.
Peaceful.
Yeah, it was actually peaceful. I love noise, I love a big V8.
Yeah.
But there was something peaceful about it, which
eerily quiet,
which we're going to get ripped on in the comments, but that's all right. Everyone's different, guys. Most of these questions are starting to repeat themselves, so let's get back on the road. Let's get down to a charging point. Let's tell you exactly how much power or battery power we use today, and how long it would take to fill it up after a night camping up at Bribie Island. You want to drive or should I?
I'm driving.
Yeah, righto.
Yes.
Yes. Righto, let's get out of here. Hey!
On the paper.
Your phone!
Oh, my phone.
Yoink!
Oh, we nailed that.
Just get in and drive forward.
Try again, see what happens. Like nice and slow. Oh yeah.
That brake is confusing.
Yeah, it's very confusing, yeah. No, the brake's actually not the one on the right.
Ah, that's
why. It's backwards to a horse.
Yeah,
of
course.
No, you're so close.
Giddy up, you know.
Alright, so Nav's over there talking to people because they're interested in what the hell we've got. I've never done this before, ever, even for a Tesla. So we downloaded the BP Pulse app. Connector 1, 75 kilowatts. Connector 1. Let's grab that. So, simply bang that fella in there. Downloaded the app. We managed to get it to sync, hit charge on the app, and it's charging. So, it's saying the battery's at 68% still, which means 69%. It's already charging. It's got 7.4 kilowatts going in, but I don't think it gives us time till it's fully charged, or maybe it needs to maybe it needs a minute to calibrate. We'll see if the car tells us how much till it's full. These are all the questions we should have asked, but we're like, we'll figure it out. Let's go. We wanted to see how hard it all was to work out. All right, guys, we figured out how to make it work. You just got to jump in the car, turn it on, you can see all your percentages. So when we started the day, we were at 511 kilometers of range. We finished up the day at 300 kilometers of range left. We've been charging for about 5 minutes now, and just so I can show you and make sure, you know, we're not pulling porcupines here, we're already up to 333 kilometers of range. It's going to take about 25 to 30 minutes and we'll be back at 90%. We've spent $5.50 on the app already, working on $5 every sort of 5%, 30% to go from 70. We're at 70% battery all the way up to fully charged. It'll be about $30. Now look, we still had a range of 300 kilometers left after leaving AusMV, going up the beach, having a play. We weren't gentle, we were giving it a nudge. I've never driven an electric car properly, so we absolutely got into it a fair bit on the beach. I tried to get it bogged, then Nav had to have a go. He had to put his boot into it. Worked it out then. It's 117 kilometers from Caboolture here, all the way back down to Burleigh Heads at the Gold Coast. So if you wanted to go from the Gold Coast, spend the day like we did and drive all the way back, you would have enough charge to do that on one charge. Now, yep, you might spend $30 here, jump in for lunch, top it up. But if you can make it home, you plug it into your wall charger at home and you're saving an absolute mozza. So let us know in the comments, guys, what you think. Let us know if you want us to do a tow test. Let us know if you think we should try and take this from one side of the country to the other. Me and Navs with a couple of swags. We want to get your opinion on this car. Good, bad, the ugly, let us know. Massive shout out to the team at AusEV for letting us take it out for a rip. It was really cool to experience it, and I am pretty excited to do a little bit more content on this. So that's a wrap, guys. Till next time, get out and enjoy the Explore Life. Yeah, baby. All right.